When we said Nasa v'nishma, did we know what we were talking about, or was it just a stupid reaction? So in the Gemara, there's a story that one philosopher asked one of the Amoraim, "You're supposed to be smart people. How do you say yes and you don't even know what you're saying yes to? It's not smart." He said, "You put your mouth before your ears. It's not smart." We know that the Eibishter offered the Torah to every nation and they all said no. Can't be that simple. They said no to the Eibishter? Doesn't make sense. What happened was this. The Eibishter came to them and said, "I have a Torah, I have mitzvahs. Are you interested?" They said, "What's a Torah? What are mitzvahs?" And the Eibishter said, "Okay, never mind. You blew it." The Eibishter came to Yidden and said, "I have a Torah and mitzvahs. Are you interested?" We said, "Yes." So we get the Torah. Now, which reaction makes more sense? The Goy's reaction makes more sense. But it depends on what you're hearing. The Eibishter came to the Goyim and said, "I have a Torah." What did they hear? They heard Torah. So they very correctly said, "What's a Torah?" The Eibishter said, "I have mitzvahs." They heard the word mitzvah. So they logically said, like for example, what? What's a mitzvah? The Eibishter said, "Never mind." When the Eibishter came to Yidden and said, "I have a Torah," all we heard was, "I have." So we said yes. The Eibishter comes to you and says, "Would you like to receive my Torah?" Your Torah? Absolutely. What's a Torah? I don't care. It's your Torah? Yes, I want it. The Goyim heard mitzvah. We heard mitzaveh. They heard a commandment. We heard a commander. When the commander said, we said yes. Yes, whatever, anything about you, we're interested. They said, commandments, some I like, some I don't like. David said, never mind. You didn't hear me. You're hearing commandments. Go make a religion and enjoy yourself. Yiddishkeit is not for you.
So how did it come to a mountain? So how did it come to the mountain?
What mountain?
With the mountain.
That's after we said Nasa v'nishma, not before. This is the difference. When we accept mitzvahs, it's not because we're interested in Shabbos and in Pesach. We're interested in Him. He is our Creator. He's our Father. He's our God. We're interested in Him. If He has a Torah, we want to read it. He has mitzvahs, we want to do it. It's about Him. Why are we interested in Mashiach? Because we want Mashiach. We don't want Mashiach. We want the Eibishter, and He's not available until Mashiach comes. So we're demanding that Mashiach should come in order to have the Eibishter.
Well, we said Nasa Nishma because we wanted the Eibishter. But then He gave us a Torah and we didn't have Him.
And we lost it. We blew it.
Oh, still.
Yeah, so this is what happened when things went wrong. We said Nasa v'nishma because we wanted the Eibishter. Then we nishmad, we heard, learned, and became frum. In other words, we got distracted by the commandment from the commander. So when a guy says, if I do a mitzvah, will I go to Gan Eden? I don't even want to talk to you. You're off the track completely. Is that a deraisa or just a derabanan? I don't even want to talk to you. You blew it already. You sound like the goyim. This mitzvah, that mitzvah, big mitzvah, little mitzvah. What are you, a goy? That's what happened. We became frum about the mitzvah and forgot the Eibishter. Chassidus came to fix that. That's why the Baal Shem Tov said, the guy who's not a Talmud Chacham is closer to the truth. Because the Talmud Chacham has become a goy. He wants to know the mitzvah, he wants to know the Torah, he wants to know... Wait, what? You forgot about the Eibishter? The Ish Poshet hasn't forgotten about the Eibishter.